We're taught to chase wealth, materialism, and pleasure, but never taught to chase a family. Women are told to chase careers and not motherhood. I've been blessed with far more than I ever deserved, and yet the greatest blessing I've ever been given hasn't been any one of those things. My greatest blessing is my baby. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. And yes, it's still Christmas time. As you guys know by now, I've been away from social media for a while, but for a very good reason. But I'm back, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about how my pregnancy's been going, my plans moving forward, and how my outlook on the world changed the moment I became a mother. I'm really happy that I was finally able to announce my pregnancy because there were plenty of comments before then from concerned fans wondering if my lack of content was due to my heart just not being in this anymore. I initially wanted to keep up the videos as much as possible before baby was born, but had such terrible morning sickness throughout my first trimester that it was physically impossible for me to make any videos. Filming YouTube videos became something I simply couldn't commit to for more than 3 months. So in the meantime, my priorities changed. As you guys know, I started my journey to Catholicism and spent a lot of time contemplating the ways we wish to raise our child and how we will adapt our channel now that we're parents. Once I finally overcame the morning sickness and started feeling my baby move inside of me, the reality of motherhood began to settle in, and I have absolutely loved every single second of it since. And it made me realize not only that motherhood is the greatest accomplishment of my entire life, but that I wish everyone out there could experience the joys I am right now. By stepping away from social media for so long, we had to sacrifice income, views, subscribers, and opportunities. But it was truly the best decision for us to make, and I have no regrets at all stepping away for as long as I did. No number of views on a video or likes on a post can even remotely compare to the feeling you get when your child dances in your womb. Growing in my faith and preparing our house for our baby has been vastly more satisfying than anything I've ever achieved in my 4 years on YouTube. And so perhaps motherhood will be a turning point for my content and for you guys. I learned that there's nothing more important in the world than giving all my love to my baby. And I know this is something many of you can probably relate to. There is a lot to be discouraged about in this country, and believe me, I'm just as frustrated as you by everything that's going on. But there's also a lot to be hopeful about, and the joy of parenthood is always going to be one of them. I've always been passionately pro-life, but pregnancy has offered me the opportunity to now become pro-parent. So as we start the new year, I'm thinking of shifting my focus towards issues that are relevant to moms and dads, such as what's going on in the schools and the kind of media that's promoted to children. And to go along with this change in content, we've also just launched a parenthood/pro-life clothing line over at lhmerch.com. Some of our brand new designs include shirts that say life is the most beautiful gift from God, I survived Roe v. Wade, pro-life mama, or my personal favorite, choose life, your mother did. You can get 20% off your entire order right now when you use the promo code LIFE. I love wearing shirts like these around because it lets everybody know that being a parent is something I'm proud of and a gentle reminder that every single life matters. And every life really does matter, and every life has a purpose. I think a big reason our country is in the mess that it's in is because so many people have failed to find their purpose and have failed to find the joy of family. Is it any coincidence that despite having so much more in this country than the rest of the world, mental illness and depression continue to incline? We're taught to chase wealth, materialism, and pleasure, but never taught to chase a family. Women are told to chase careers and not motherhood. I've been blessed with far more than I ever deserved, and yet the greatest blessing I've ever been given hasn't been any one of those things. My greatest blessing is my baby. And the joy that being a mother brings me is not something you can understand until you become one yourself. Now, if you've ever been in my comments section before, you'll know that for some reason I've always attracted a ton of haters. I have been so happy and fulfilled since becoming a mother that I started feeling bad for all the people who send me nasty messages because I realize these people are seriously wounded. They lack any joy in their heart because society keeps telling them to go down paths that lead to hurt instead of ones that lead to happiness. My advice to them and anyone else out there who feels unfulfilled in life is to consider 3 things. 1, starting a family if you haven't already, getting closer to your family that's already here, and discovering how loved you are by Christ that He would suffer in our skin and die on the cross for you. And once you've done these things, start building a community of friends that share these same passions as you. And that's been the secret to my happiness. While all the attention my content received over the last few years was awesome, none of it even compares to how much more fulfilling my new journey in life has been. And I think this is why you guys are so passionate about the things you believe in. Because at the end of the day, you just want what's best for your family. This is going to be the winning message for conservatism going forward, and what helped people like Glenn Youngkin win the state of Virginia in November. The only way to put America first is by putting the family first, and our country will be great again when we make this our national platform. St. John Paul II once said, "As the family goes, so goes the nation, and so goes the world in which we live." Now that I have a family, I hope I'll be able to resonate with you even better than before and focus on promoting the issues that matter most to your household. And the way we're going to achieve this is by first promoting the joy that family brings. The family is worth defending because the family is the heartbeat of the entire world. Life began through a family, and the redemption of Jesus Christ came with the help and obedience of a holy family. From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of you for being with me over the years and hope you'll stay aboard as we shift focus towards a new chapter in our journey together. If you want to find out more of my thoughts on topics which would get me banned from social media, along with a more heartfelt conversation about my pregnancy, head on over to libertyhangout.tv right now to watch my uncensored podcast. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted the next time a video goes out, which I promise will be sooner than half a year this time. Our baby was planned for, and so the second I found out I was pregnant, I was so excited. I was just overjoyed, just crying, so excited. And then out of nowhere, I started feeling, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry all the time. Am I hungry? So I would eat something, and then I would eat more. And as you can tell, I'm a little more puffier, I'm a little heavier, and we'll get into that as well. But I would eat, and the hunger feeling wouldn't go away. That was the beginning of nausea. I've never really been nauseous. I haven't thrown up in 10 years. I actually have a fear of throwing up. So the day came where I finally just let my body react the way it needed to react, and I threw up, and it was not good.